Okay, so we are live, letting y'all guys know.
Oh, you said we live
Yeah,
PlayStation,
we're
baby?
live. We're live. So cut that game off, Nick.
Baby.
All right, give me a minute. Let me
Hey,
get this cutscene. Thought y'all being excited I was playing a PlayStation game.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, man,
kind
I
of
am.
surprised you playing a PlayStation game, man.
That's why I said PlayStation, baby.
Very surprised.
Hey, man, if it make you feel any better, you playing greatness. You ain't gonna get that. I would say a couple years on Xbox, but it's looking like the 35th of February.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, real, you better you better become a certified pony, man. You better go down to that what you call that shit? Where you
Hey,
get
That was a good one. I like that one.
yeah, that one.
yeah, I don't know why y'all keep forgetting that I am currently on the contract. So yeah,
Hey, man,
y'all leave me
hey,
out
you
this
know what?
bot discussion. I'm
You
not a
better
bot.
go get
Usually I
that
would
shit.
tell you. Usually I
You
would
better
tell
go
you
get
that you're
that
not
shit
a pony.
notarized, boy.
Usually I would tell you that you're not a pony, bro. But after today, you know what? Come on, bro. Just come on. It's cool. Just come on, bro. I adapt you up. Let me know when you at the gates, bro. I got you. Let me show you around town.
It was that bad. You just feel sorry for me, huh? It was that bad.
Let
Huh?
me let me just show you around town, bro.
Come on, man. It's a lot I want to say right now, but I guess let's go and get our intros out the way. All right, what's up, everybody? What's up? It's your boy, Rick Game 27, back again with another. I guess you could say this is the Real Talk podcast. We normally do it on Friday evenings, but since we had the Microsoft Game Showcase, the Xbox Series X Showcase today, we want to go ahead and get this out the way. Lots to discuss today, the games that was announced and how we feel about it. There's some mixed reactions. Some people say it's good. Some people say it sucks. Some people think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I don't see how, but okay. But yeah, gonna get this out the way, and like I said, we're gonna talk about all the games that we saw today, and let's go ahead and get our intros out the way, and we're gonna talk about the games that we've been playing this week. So let's go ahead and start with you, G Rock.
What up? It's your boy G here, aka King Ass Eater, aka PlayStation is Go Baby all day. You know what it is. On top of that, the only game I really been playing is Ghost of Tsushima, and that game is fire.
All right, let's go with you, Nick.
Don't let hit the intro fool you. What this really is emergency podcast.
No, this is not an emergency podcast. No, no, no.
It would have been sooner, but most of us are already at work still, so we had to wait until the end of the day to have the emergency podcast.
No, we're not doing a podcast tomorrow. So this is the weekly podcast right now.
So, so here to talk about the Xbox event, and right before I joined here, I was also playing Ghost of Tsushima. So,
Okay, all right. Jalen.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jalen, and I'm ready to do this podcast. And the games I've been playing is basically all retro games and Smash, and a little bit of Street Fighter.
That's what's up. You getting some practice in on that Street Fighter for next week?
Yep.
That's what's up. All right, Amazon.
oh yeah, that's another newsworthy thing. We actually got real to play Street Fighter finally.
Well, I told y'all. Look. I've been planning this for months that we need to do the game nights, especially on my side of the Discord. So I wasn't gonna lie to you. When I said we're gonna do it, we was gonna do it. I know y'all didn't believe me, but hey.
I still need you to make one excuse one night saying you gotta watch anime though, so I can win my bingo card.
Well, shut up. Yeah. Actually, I really had been watching anime these past. No. I did watch a little anime the other day. I am on the third season of Food Wars, in which is an awesome anime. It is Food Wars. I love Food Wars. It's awesome. Y'all do watch Food Wars, right? Y'all don't watch Food Wars? Nobody?
Nope.
Damn, really?
I don't know about
I think my wife watches that.
It's
that
really
with the three judges and stuff.
Yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's really good.
My wife be watching Chef Ramsay and all this stuff.
Chef Rams, what are you talking about?
There's a Chef Ramsay. There's a dude that be cooking, teaching people how to cook.
No, I'm
You
talking
never
about.
heard of him?
I'm
Hell's
talking.
Kitchen?
No, yeah, I'm talking. Huh? I'm
You
talking
said
about
Food
anime.
Wars, right?
I'm talking about anime.
Oh,
That's an
I
anime.
thought you was talking about a TV show.
No.
My bad, man. I'm over here.
No, we was talking about anime, and I just mentioned Food Wars. That's what I've been watching.
Oh, yeah, because there's a. You know, I was thinking about the TV show. They got Food
That's
Wars on it,
Hell's
too.
Kitchen. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you're
I think you
thinking.
talking about that, man. My bad.
Nah, you good, you good. So I guess since you here, your intro, you already did your intro, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't done it yet, but what up, y'all? This your boy Amazu. Just chilling, man. Been playing a little bit of games. What have I been playing?
You too busy being a father,
Street
right?
Fighter. That and Street Fighter 5, and working pretty much, stacking my bread, man.
Stacking
To
that
get
bread,
house
huh?
number 3, man. To get
Yeah.
house number 3, man. I'm trying to get the multi family homes, man. I'm trying to
Oh,
get the
nice.
real estate going.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Do what you gotta
Yeah.
do, man. Do what you gotta do. Okay, so yeah, the games I've been playing this week. Been playing some retro games. A lot of it. Been playing Skies of Arcadia. Played a little bit of Zelda, in which I can see right behind me. I got the N64 playing on my old school CRT TV. That's Ocarina of Time, and which is the best Zelda game ever. What else have I been playing? I've been playing Little Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 on the Saturn. Played a little bit of Street Fighter Anniversary on the Switch. Smash Brothers, and what else? Mario Kart. So those are basically the games I've been playing this week. And I guess, and it looks like I have a visitor. Where is your mom at, boy?
Nah.
Where's your mom at? See, I try to keep the door open to the garage because it's hot as hell. Now he's roaming in my garage, as you can see. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Desmond, come on, boy. Hold on. Come here, Desmond. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Going up with your big brother. Come on. Yeah, you should shoot.
He like, nah, man, put me in. I'm about to diss Xbox with y'all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's basically all the games I've been playing. So, y'all give me 2 seconds. Y'all carry on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, you got him? You got him? Okay, thank you. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, get out of here. Don't you shoot me back. Bye-bye. Anyway, as I got rudely interrupted by a 2-year-old. So, let me see. Anyway, how many people
You
we
just want to
got?
come down and see what you was talking about, man?
Just being nosy. Mini 27. So yeah, the 14 people watching, please hit that like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. So okay, where the hell Chris went?
So you got a
Damn.
phone call posted in the Discord,
Oh,
brother.
you got a phone call. Okay. So damn, I kind of want him to get into the subject. Okay, so let's start with the smaller stuff. So okay, before we get to the Halo, so what was the least? What was the games that did not catch your attention that Microsoft should have just kept out the conference? What do y'all think?
That rare game.
Everwild?
Yeah.
Man,
I
why
was thinking
people?
the same thing.
Really? I thought that. One thing I did have a problem about that game. It looks cool. It looks. I like the art style, but I still don't know what it does. What it do? Like they just taking us on a little ride on what the game looks like. There's no story, no combat. Like, what is it? A walking simulator? If that's it, then they shouldn't even put that on there. So yeah, I can understand that. It's like we're confused on what it does.
I have a feeling it's more of another like MMO. I think it's gonna be
MMO?
similar to Sea of Thieves. You know, you're gonna like join up with people and like do shit. Just it's on land instead of like on sea.
See, this is one thing that bothers me about Microsoft. Why most of their games have to be like an MMO? Like, I don't want to play no goddamn game that's going to continuously and get monetized. I want a single player experience. I don't want. Sometimes I just don't want to play with people. Like I'm just being real.
Yeah, we know. I'm guessing.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Anyway, I'm just guessing. I don't know yet. It looks like that's the direction you're going, but I could be wrong. It might be just a single player game, but you have like a party, like I don't know, like an RPG or something. But
Well,
based on the direction Rare is going with their games, I'm gonna say more of an online kind of type of game.
if I were to choose something, well, the game that they should have kept out was that Tetris. Like, I don't understand why Tetris had to be on the forefront of this show. Matter of fact, that was another game that was announced during the pre-show that could have took Tetris spot, and Tetris could have been on the pre-game show.
Is it Tetris 99?
No, it's a new Tetris, but it was some game on the pre-show. I forgot. I think it's similar to Knights, and I think they got one of the original composers to compose the game, and it actually looks cool. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, it's like that game is actually getting some praise, and some people was like, "Why this was not on the actual show, but Tetris was."
Oh,
That's
I
kind of,
thought
you know what I'm talking about?
like that. What the hell is it? It starts with a D. Man, I don't remember the name
I
of the game,
forgot
but like,
the name of that game, but it actually did look cool.
but yeah, I said it looks like it kind of gave me Nights into Dreams vibes.
Yeah.
And
You're
then
talking about Balan Wonderland
that's the one. And then Alex said it was like
or
from
Wonder World.
the original people who made that game, so that's why it looks that way.
Yeah. So why was that on the pregame? I was the pre-show than the actual? I don't understand. Tetris
Hey, I
should have
thought
been.
that-
Why
What's the
Tetris?
Wait, no, never mind.
But why Tetris? Why was that on there? What was the other game that looked like a comic book? I don't know what that was. It's like a flip book. We was that was why? Like that was like the least. That was the games that should have never been on there. I don't know. What else do y'all think that should never been on there? And yeah, anybody can go.
Oh, there was a lot of games that were.
Oh shit! Okay, what was the least?
The ones that for sure shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, Tetris. Obviously, there's no need to have Tetris on your next generation console show. That makes no sense. Tell me why. That's kind of like that Life is Strange game. That
Yeah.
one looked really, really shitty. Grounded looks like ass. Dusk Falls, another kind of the same kind of game like Life is Strange.
That ad they ran about the game that was pretty funny.
Yeah, the commercial was funny. It's like, well, if you want a big game, go play Cyberpunk. That was funny, but because even they know their game's like a small game, nobody actually cares.
But I didn't understand.
That was kind of it. In Stalker 2, like they literally just showed a guy walking, and that was the whole trailer. That was retarded. Everything else was pretty good, except for those games. Those really shouldn't have been there, or at least show more.
You know what I didn't understand? Yes, I know they was kind of making fun of their own game. You know, if you want to play the biggest game, play Cyberpunk. Was it 2077?
Yeah.
But did they don't realize that their biggest game comes out this year, but they
Halo Infinite.
they want to advertise another game. Like,
Yeah, I found that odd. Like, why didn't
How-
they say go play Halo Infinite?
how backwards is Microsoft, man? I just don't understand. They will literally fight for other companies besides their own. I don't understand. Why wouldn't Nintendo would never do that?
Oh hell no! Nintendo would never allow
Like,
that.
I know I wasn't the only one that got that vibe. I was like, why would they tell me I play Cyberpunk instead of Halo? That's the
Yeah,
biggest game.
I thought that was weird.
I
Like the
don't know.
joke was funny, but like it should have been a Microsoft game that they said.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I-
Phil Spencer, them, they just too much of this
Oh,
kumbaya type of shit.
Isn't Microsoft like heading the?
They have
advertising?
marketing rights for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. But that's not the same as Halo, their own game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Halo is,
It was weird.
technically, Halo is still the biggest game this year. Technically.
So
From them,
Microsoft is
definitely,
pretty much
yeah.
just self-aware that most of his games aren't going to be as good as Cyberpunk.
I don't know, like, we'll get to Halo. That's the. I won't get to the smaller stuff because I'm still excited for Halo. Don't get me wrong, I'm still excited.
Oh,
for
yeah.
it because it looks better
Halo,
than
baby!
Halo 5. It still looks better than Halo 5. The gameplay. But okay, Amazu, Jalen, y'all more than welcome to get in the conversation.
Are they playing? Well, I was after playing Smash, but I forgot Amazon doesn't have a Switch yet.
Oh yeah, y'all still with us, Amazon, Jalen?
I'm still here.
So what was the games that did not catch
Sorry
your
about
attention?
Sorry about that. I was eating.
No, you good. So the games that should not have been on there, and you like, why did they put this on this showcasing that's supposed to utilize the power of the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X? See, that's another thing that drives me crazy: the confusion with the names. Because I keep on saying Xbox One X, but it's Xbox Series X. Like that right there is so confusing, dude. Jesus
Like they
Christ.
should have like they felt like the Xbox 720 or something.
I don't know, but yeah, what is your thoughts? What was the game they should have left at the conference?
That rare game, really.
Everwild.
Like, what's the point of showing that? Showing that.
Man, maybe they should have left most of those games out of the conference since all they show was like a 30-second CGI trailer for all of them.
like I'm not gonna, like they should leave most of the games out, but I'm not gonna name them. But they should have literally like showcase the games that will utilize the power of the console.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
okay. Next, Halo. Jesus Christ. I like the fact that it is going to be an open world game, so there's going to be a lot of content in the game. I saw the mapping of the game. It looks like it's going to be a really good game. It's a Halo game. Like, it's Halo. Like, I like Halo. And, I like the fact it's going to be an open world game. I like the fact, it's more exploration. There's an upgrade system, too. I like that. But the only thing that's getting to me, and I know I try not to be a graphics whore, gameplay wise, I like it. Graphically, okay. Remember last week when Phil Spencer said that, basically the Xbox One games will not interfere with the production. It will not interfere with the games that's going to release on the Xbox Series X. Meaning that whatever games that's supposed to utilize the power of that console, it's going to utilize it. But from what we saw with this Halo Infinite, it looks like this is an Xbox One X game that we're seeing, up front. This does not look like a next generation game. If this game was, if this game that we saw earlier was supposed to, come out like 2 years ago, if this was this generation game, then yeah, we probably wouldn't be saying nothing. But we're talking about a game that's launching on a 12 teraflop console, and you got a game like Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, Uncharted on a base console of 2 teraflops. Like the facial animations look a lot more realistic. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what is going on with Microsoft. Did they make a mistake purchasing 343 Studios? Because after they purchased them, it's like the quality of Halo had went down. I know that we want more realism, but at the same time, I just want details. It don't have to be more realistic. Just give us details. Ray tracing, that's supposed to be on a patch later on after the launch of the game. So that automatically tells me that they wasn't prepared for this game to be launched this early. So I don't know. So what do y'all guys think about the graphics of this game? Because a lot of people they're confused, and there's a lot of memes that's going on right now that's really turned up the internet. Let's start with you, Alex. What you think, man?
Okay. So first off, Halo. Let's start with the gameplay. It looks amazing. I love the grapple hook. You can hook somebody and jump right at them and then do your bash with your elbow. Looks really cool. They saw some new weapons. They saw some of the vehicles. It's not actually open world. They kind of clarified there's just areas where you can do some backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a fully open world game, but it's I think it's going to be more like God of War, where it's kind of open world-ish, where you can explore a little further than you would be in older Halo games, which is fine. It's still better than being just like the same. The game, I like the art style, but yeah, they're clearly not done with the textures, stuff like that. There's clearly a lot of pop-in going on. I'm not too worried. Like, there's still time; they can fix that stuff. The art style of the game looks really cool. I like the color palette. I like the like how the world looks. Looks really good. So, Halo overall was definitely the highlight of the show. It's just they need to work up the textures, and like you said, ray tracing is coming later in an update after launch. So that's unfortunate because this should have been the showcase game for the Xbox Series X. And this game is what is supposed to sell you on the Xbox Series X, and I found it weird that they didn't like show the console, show the game running on Xbox Series X, and then show you running it on like the Xbox One S or X, so you can actually see the difference, like what you're getting when you upgrade your console. But now I know why they didn't do that, because they came out and said that was running on a PC. It wasn't even running on an Xbox.
Oh, really?
So that. Yeah, it was running on a PC that was spec similar to an Xbox Series X. So that's why, at least that's why I think they didn't show comparisons versus the current gen Xbox. Because like this game is what's supposed to make people buy a new Xbox. That's why it's launching with the new Xbox. So I thought that was strange.
My bad. I had a important phone call. What we talking about?
Halo, baby.
Yeah, we just not got into the Halo conversation about the graphics.
Oh yeah.
You still going, Alex?
It is pretty.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, go ahead,
It's
Chris.
pretty in motion. It's pretty in motion. But when people are breaking it down, that game does not look like it's ready to launch, bro. Like, it's too much stuff coming up at one time, and everybody's like, stop editing and like do these sites, and everybody are not editing these photos. This game, it does not look ready to launch. And I know they were saying like they hired all these people to get it done, but is this gonna be ready? Within the next couple of months, bro? Because, usually you go gold or whatever, like a month before you launch. So let's just say it's November. This game has like about 2.5 months left of development time, bro. So are they gonna fix it, or are they just gonna patch it, as it goes? In which case, people are gonna shit on it. So, like, I don't know. Like, Halo is Halo. Of course, I want to play it. Like I said to them, it's pretty. It wasn't jaw dropping, bro. Like, I know earlier Zen was like, "What's a better looking?" I'm like, "Well, next gen just started, bro." So like nothing is like too crazy right now. But Halo wasn't jaw dropping like at all. Like, it was just like it looks like an enhanced Xbox One game. Like, that's what it looks like. So
that is the reality of their way of thinking going forward, because they want to make sure they don't leave anyone behind. So you're not going to get the kind of graphical leap that Sony's going to give you.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, I went back and watched the entire Xbox thing, and I went back and watched the entire PlayStation, and it was like, I mean, even Miles Morales' in-game or in-engine, whatever you want to call it, because I'm sure, like, the swinging and stuff they were showing was, clipped, but it was like, that looks better because it's not on the 4, because they're doing something that the 5, like, this is pushing the 5s, like.
Well, we do need to wait till they fix up the textures and add ray tracing to really see how it looks at the end. But like currently, it definitely looks like a.
I mean, if you're gonna patch it, this is my thing. Is even if that's not what it looked like, and you were gonna just patch ray tracing in, like maybe post launch or at launch, you should have showed that instead. Because again, like Alex said, this is what you're using to sell your console. And this is the one game you showed that had gameplay, and everybody is dogging the hell out of the game. That's not a good look. So it's just, and nobody's lying. It doesn't look clean, bro. Like when you take screenshots, like in motion, it looks great. It looks pretty. But then when you take screenshots and look at like the guns and look at like the draw distance, or like look at the pop-in textures and all this stuff, I'm like, dog, like the game just doesn't look ready, bro. And hopefully they have enough time to fix it. But I don't know, bro. And this is 343's like last chance on the Halo 2, bro. Like, they fuck this one up and they don't get it, they don't knock it out of the park, it ain't no more chances. It's just like Halo just goes the way of being like, it used to be good. That's just how I'm gonna consider it. It'll just be like, it used to be good, but after 3 tries, I think you had enough attempts to knock Halo out of the park. So hopefully they get it done.
Okay. What you think, Nick?
Well, it's going to look great when I get my 3080 2040 hertz monitor.
Of course.
240 hertz monitor.
Damn.
I'm going to be petty. But anyway, not really the biggest Halo fan, to be honest with you. I mean, I still have to try out the game, so eventually maybe I'll try it out. It does look pretty fun as far as like a Halo game goes, but I don't know. I was watching it on a phone, so I didn't really get to see how well it might have looked at least streaming on that thing. 'Cause I had to watch it on a phone and try to sneak in a couple looks while I was at work. I missed some parts of it. But yeah, hopefully the updates look that show off what the Xbox Series X is capable of, because they're talking about this big game about how games are supposed to be, and then you see that and it's like, what? So it's like, I don't know. I think it will look better by the time it really comes out, but I think maybe it's something we should have waited until the end of the show instead of the beginning, because it just kind of went downhill after that.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's trending all day. Was it at 1.1 million views? Was it number 2 trending? So it's 75,000 likes, 9,000 dislikes. So it's okay. The likes to dislike ratio. Most people still like it. So
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna hate it just because with the ponies that obviously just can't, fucking be happy for anybody else but themselves. But I mean, like
you want to,
I'm happy for Xbox. Like I said, I wanted them to do good. It just,
gameplay-wise, looks like it's gonna be amazing.
100. Yeah, I keep it 100, bro. Like, I like Halo. I love Halo. Halo's a top 10 game all time for me. But I'm gonna keep it honest. It was not jaw-dropping. All the shit they talked about it wasn't what it was supposed to be. And if that's what Halo is, it looks like Halo, but it looks like an up-res Halo from Xbox One X. I'm not impressed. I wasn't. The grappling hook looks nice. Like, that looks cool. And I'll play Halo. But it just, the way they were talking about it, like, bro, the amount of big dick energy around that fucking game, and the most they were tweeting about it, 14 days till Halo, 15 days of Halo, one more day to Halo, and then we got that. And I'm just like, nigga, this is what y'all talking about? Because, if anybody else had did that, bro, like, we got to keep it 100. Niggas was clowning Paper Mario too, bro. We just keeping it 100. Paper Mario was looking spooky before it dropped, and people clowned it. So we keeping it 100. If Paper Mario can get that work, Halo got to get that same work, bro. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. It was a man kind of reveal for a big game that you're using to sell your console. And I don't want to hear no more about Miles Morales' DLC, because I'm gonna take the DLC the way that shit was looking, bro. Like, that's a little spooky, but I'm gonna give y'all time to clean it up. Alex just finished Paper Mario. He said it was good. So maybe, opinions will be different once you get through. But judging off the reveal, them motherfuckers look like, the brutes look like Harambe, bro. Like, what is this? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing right now, bro? Like, no. The brutes look like Harambe, dog. Like, I'm not impressed, bro.
oh boy. Like, the only thing it's really the graphics that. It's really the graphics that a lot of us have the problem with, but I'm more gameplay than graphics. But come on, man, y'all want us to spend an extra $500 to buy the console to play this game? If the game looks like this on the Xbox One X, then why do they want us to upgrade to an Xbox Series X? I really just don't know. From what if I'm not mistaken, this game will be at 4K 60 frames per second. Am I right?
Yep.
Smooth, no dropping or nothing, right? Okay.
Yes, I'm sure it's a locked in 60.
Okay, that's a positive that we need to take out of it. I love games that's a locked 60 frames per second, 1080 60, but it's gonna be 4K 60. So the game is gonna run absolutely amazing. The game looks good. It doesn't look amazing. Like, it looks beautiful, but once you, like you said a while ago, once you pause it and get some screenshots, it says a different story. That's why we're looking at that Harambe looking, brute all day, and I see memes everywhere. So hopefully these next 3 to 4 months before the launch of this Xbox Series X, hopefully they can do some, tinkering, do some, they got some work ahead of them. Because, like, from what I saw the gameplay, I am excited for it. I'm excited. We know we're going to get You know, I like the grappling hook. You know, I like the new stuff that they added to the game. There is an upgrade system in which I don't think no other Halo game had. There has never been an upgrade system. So I kind of want to know more about that. I want to know, you know, what's so different about this game than the previous games. Yes, it is a Halo game. It looks like a Halo game, but I want to go in depth of this game. You know, I want something that's more than just 8 minutes. I want to see the first 30 minutes. I want to know what is so different from this game than the previous games. Like I say, the graphics looks good. Looks like a current gen, but we're talking about a next generation a game, a console we're talking about. And people is on the fence about buying an Xbox Series X because they was like, if that's how it looks, then what's the point of upgrading in the first place? So that is the focal point of this conversation is the graphics. So
I think they should have took the X out of it though, bro. I think this was also confirmation for everybody. 'Cause I know me and Alex had this conversation all the time about how they like, oh, everything is scalable, bro. Next go round, or I know Phil kind of backtracked a little bit. Xbox need to believe in generations too, bro. Because I really feel like the big problem with it is just that like they're still holding the X obviously with it too. And if it was just Series X, then yeah, you know, I'm sure we wouldn't be having this problem. We're trying to get things to run across both platforms. You know, no big deal. But that's a tall order, bro. To like even get most things out on time for your first gen. For the new gen. And then you're trying to worry about an older console too. That's a lot, bro. Like you putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself. And I think like today was the big reason why like people were like the Xbox fans kind of saw where they were like, oh, Sony doesn't care about like the older players. This is why. It's not saying they don't care, but motherfucker, if you can't afford the 5 when it drops, you got to get it on your own time, baby. Because I don't want no Harambe's in my game.
But wasn't there some promises that was basically dropped, like with some of these games that was supposed to, you know, basically all the games that was launched on the Xbox Series X are supposed to be launched on the previous Xbox ones. That's not going to happen. I forgot which games it is. That's not going to be on the Xbox One. That was a promise that was broken, and another promise. Phil Spencer, he's been, you know, shooting himself in the foot because he, excuse me, he's the main one that said that ain't no games is going to, you know, basically whatever games is going to be on the One X, there's going to be, you know, it's going to utilize the full power of this console. There's no holdbacks from the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X. You know, they got their own. I'm not sure if they got their own development team, but whatever game that's going to be on the Xbox One, you know, there's nothing going to get in the way for the people that owns the Xbox Series X. You know, they're going to get the full potential of that game. But from what we saw today, that's just not how it is. So that's another promise that Phil Spencer did not keep. So why Phil keep saying one thing and do another? That's what drives me crazy, man. What do you think, Amazu? You're gonna give us your thoughts on this situation.
Come back to me, man. I'm busy right now.
All right. What about you, Jalen?
Well, I think that Microsoft should delay this game and take their sweet time making it look like real next gen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I got a feeling like they will delay it because I think they heard like a lot of the complaints how the game is not looking good, it's not looking well polished enough. So yeah, so it will be a really good idea if they do it, because they released a game like this, then people gonna have question mark over their heads and ask, is this really the next gen? Is this really the next gen game on this next gen platform?
Well, I don't know. Like usually we do see this sometimes at the newer generation that, you know, it takes like at least a couple of years for the developers to utilize the true power of the console. But we're not talking about third parties. We talking about the first party. Like there shouldn't be nothing holding them back. That's what I'm not understanding.
Yeah, like I know, like Like people gonna look at this new Halo game. If they do release like this, I really hope they don't. And they're gonna say, this game does not look that good at all. I mean, it plays nice, but graphic wise, it's not gonna look that good at all because we know people are graphic boards nowadays. They gotta look at the graphics first for the gameplay. And people gonna think, and the majority of the people gonna think that Microsoft is treating Halo is like Sega's doing with Sonic.
I don't know. Okay, we already got you, Nick, right?
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
would you explain to these people that CVL is kidding about hitting the dislike button?
I ain't paying attention to no CVL. He a troll just like Chris. Just some trolls.
Yeah, I know that, but people are taking him seriously.
Really?
Oh yeah, because Tayshawn. Oh yeah, Tayshawn deleted his comment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it's
Hey,
it's not that serious, guys. Man, we just playing.
Yeah, hey Tayshawn, calm down, all right. It's CVL. He just playing around.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to get Triforce on. He say he could be on here for a few minutes.
I hit the dislike button on this.
Oh, hey, fuck you. Hey, somebody will send Triforce the link right quick. Can one of y'all do it? All right.
I'll send it to him.
Yeah, go ahead. So, okay, what's next? Okay, so is there any other games that came to your mind that's going to be a jaw-dropping game whenever we do actually see gameplay? What do y'all guys think?
Avowed.
Avowed?
That game's gonna be awesome.
Okay, what else? What else y'all think? Fable?
I don't care about Fable.
You don't care about Fable? What about the
Hellblade 2 will be good though.
I'm just so disappointed that we didn't get no gameplay. Like, what is going on with Microsoft and the lack of gameplay? Like with Sony's conference,
they just got these devs though.
I don't know, man.
I mean, this is about, like I said, I think this is about what you could have expected from both of them. Again, Sony just dropped a bunch of games, so they didn't have too much to show in terms of gameplay. But Microsoft literally just bought most of these devs, so they're only like a year or so old. And then, they gotta have time to work on stuff. But that's what I was saying. Like, this doesn't magically happen. They're not gonna magically have all of these games. It's just now everybody's starting to see it, and it's like, oh damn, they just got this or they just got that, and it's gonna take time. So they're gonna need a good year or two before anything really materializes. I'm sure they'll be fine. But Obsidian is gonna bury Bethesda, bro. Like, that's raps for them. Bethesda's out of here.
Well, they're former Bethesda devs, that's why.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but like in terms of like what they make, like Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, Outer Worlds is better than both games. So, and I'm sure Avowed will probably be up there in terms of like their version of Elder Scrolls. So, yeah, I think they're gonna be a good purchase. Obviously, they're gonna be a big team for Microsoft. And then Hellblade, when they eventually do show it, it'll be good. The first one was good, so.
Yeah, so like I say, Obsidian is a really good that's a huge W for Microsoft when they purchased them, because Outer Worlds was a good game that came out, and of course it, like I said, it shitted on Fallout 76, and of course they got that kind of a weird name, Avowed game that's supposed to be like I guess you could say like a spiritual successor to a Skyrim or something, an Elder Scrolls.
I was hoping to make a game like that when they said they were making Outer Worlds.
So that was basically the RPG game that has been heavily rumored for Obsidian for a while. So yes, I'm happy that we do got some potential really great games coming from Obsidian, and of course Playground Games. Playground Games they make beautiful games with what's that Forza Horizon games. And I'm just glad that they're actually working on another game besides just a Forza game. And from the first looks of that, like, it looks like a pretty looking CGI, but just nothing else. Like, the lack of gameplay we got it sucks, man. What's up, Triforce? Can you hear us? Oh, he just muted himself. Oh, okay.
Oh
So
yeah, I can hear you guys. I just don't want the girls in the background to be over talking you guys.
no,
Yeah,
you
what were
good.
saying?
Okay, so since you got a few minutes, like, what's your overall, thoughts about the conference, man?
See, I'm the old man in the room. You guys are really not gonna like what I have to say.
Oh,
But
Uh-oh.
no. It's boring. I'm the old man. Like I said, I'm the old man in the room. You guys are not gonna like what I have to say. Listen, all of this conference talk, Xbox, Stadia, PC, Nintendo, PlayStation, it's all bullshit. That's just the truth. It's all bullshit, man. Like the system wars thing. Like, look, these guys purposely. This is not like the days of the true system wars where the corporations kept the information to themselves. You found out the information through a book, and then the community actually has an argument about it. The companies understand how system wars work. It's a part of marketing and promotion. So they leak informations, they do reveals and stuff like this to get people to start talking about their stuff, to fill the social media platforms and whatever media platforms with the talk, to get people interested into their products without spending millions of dollars on a commercial. So the truth of the matter is that they got us all. They got us all. Because that's what we do. But we like it because we're entertained by it. And sometimes what we say influences them to make change. So just to give you an example, it's in a different industry. Remember when they wanted to launch Sonic the movie? The original concept was absolute horrific trash. But people started complaining because it's like, oh, you can't do this to Sonic and blah, blah, blah. People started putting out their own concepts and yada, yada, yada. And what they do, they go, all right. They made some changes. They made some concessions to the audience. Then the movie came on. It was actually very good. I actually watched it. Very good. And the movie succeeded. Now, it's funny because the movie succeeded literally thanks to the help of its own viewers. And that's the truth. Don't get me wrong. Jim Carrey carried the entire movie on his back. I'm like, talk about Mr. Atlas. The man carried the whole film. But there was a huge hump to get over. And the hump to get over was the image of Sonic. So I'm making that comparison because that's the very same thing with the video game industry. The video game industry, they put these pieces out, get people's input to see what they need to get the interest and get a new generation of people involved in the interest. So they're using us as a marketing plan. The reality is all of these guys go out on yachts together and go to corporate meetings and Christmas parties and stuff like that. And they could care less. The only time they care is if their business are failing. That is it. But like Sony doesn't truly hate Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't hate Sony. Neither of the two hate Nintendo. It's not even like that. What we really have to look at, if we really want to have a real systems war, it's not even really a systems war. It's really more just better content within the games that they make. We just have to hold them accountable to the games. I don't mean to be vulgar, but fuck their systems. Like I've always said this from the jump. The purpose of a system is to spin that disc or run the cartridge. That's it. All of this, it's gonna start your car, toast your your pancakes, make your eggs, turn on your lights. Who cares? That's not what you buy the system for. You buy the system to play a game. That's it. So Nintendo understood this. This is why Nintendo is literally invincible. Nintendo can make a mistake here and there, and the entire market will never collapse on it. Nintendo never loses. Well, actually, Nintendo lost one time, and that was the Wii U. That was it. But they pivot, said, okay, listen. Well, when you look at the Switch, it's just the Wii U controller pad. That's really all it is. They made a pivot, made some adjustments, bam, put it out, back on top now. And the Switch, you can't compare the Switch to even the PS4 or the Xbox S Series. And you damn sure won't be able to compare it to the new Xbox and the new PlayStation. You won't. But why is the Switch bodying people? Games. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the next Zelda that's gonna drop, Mario Odyssey. The games is what keeps it alive. Right now, fuck the conference. Microsoft is in trouble because they dropped some whack shit with Halo. Like that's the point is, it's like I don't care about the system. We know how powerful the system is, but like, how you gonna do that to Master Chief? That's disgusting. Like you better do what Nintendo did. You better scrap that shit and say, oh, you're gonna put two more years on it. See, when Nintendo said, yo, we're gonna do Metroid 4, they started leaking information just to see what the crowd was gonna say. We're gonna run the same engine as Prime. A bunch of people's like, what? Oh, come on. Then Nintendo said, game stalled. Yep. Back to the drawing board. The people are not going to like it if it's going to come out, if it's going to look like Prime. We got to come up with some new concepts here and blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, yo, when's the next Metroid? People this generation needs to stop this shitty-ass instant gratification shit. Back in our days, we had to wait years. But when we waited and it came out, it was godlike. Donkey Kong the arcade, then they came out with Donkey Kong Country. That was almost 2 decades apart. But when Donkey Kong Country dropped, we was like, yo! We was going crazy. Same thing for Zeldas, same thing for Mario, same thing for all these other games. People need to learn to like wait, man. Like let them sit down, get their creative juices together. What they should do is they should have like PlayStation, but back in the days Nintendo had it. They don't have it now because Nintendo Power doesn't exist. But back in the days when Nintendo Power had a magazine, you could write in your concerns, your ideals, and your opinions on what Nintendo should do with their next up-and-coming game. And Nintendo had a community that literally, they had I don't want to call it an institution. They had a community management team that literally went out, and they did that by magazine. Now it's called the Nintendo Treehouse, and they use social media, and they get all that information. So, Microsoft really needs to get that squad going because, like, they fucking up Halo. Real talk. That's just like I saw that. I was like, "The fuck is this? Halo 1?" I'm like, this is bullshit. Like,
graphically, yeah, it's just. I don't know. We expected better than that, man. Gameplay wise, I don't have a problem. But come on, we talking about a game that's supposed to, go
all
on
that
a
power,
12. Yeah,
all
that's what I'm
that
saying.
power, and you're gonna give us Xbox 360 visuals. What's the point of doing that? Like,
I don't know, man.
And that's why I can't ever fault Nintendo on it, because Nintendo never brags about power. So
That's
get,
true.
when you get a Nintendo game, all you're expecting is art design, gameplay, because Nintendo never touts, oh, our system can run the Pentagon. They don't do all of that nonsense. They just go, listen, it's got enough to give you your standards, but it's really about us expressing the world that we're trying to get you immersed in and the gameplay.
So
That's why
basically, no, I was about to say, basically, what you're saying is Microsoft shot themselves in the foot by talking too goddamn much, basically.
Talking about all the power of their system, and then you do that to Halo. What was the? Here's a legitimate question. What is the point? What was the point of that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, our system could do. It's the same thing. If Sony ever, let's say they release God of War 6, which we know that's not going to happen because they just dropped the God of War not too long ago. But you can't talk about the power of your system. That's the thing. That's the thing with Sony and Microsoft. They're not about the actual games. They're actually about the specs on their system. But then they give you these games that you're looking at and you're like, you have to wait to the end of that system's life cycle before you see what the power can do. And you're like, if that's the case, then I'll wait to when the last 2 years come out, the system price drops to something reasonable, and then I'll buy it. But if you're gonna charge people $500, $600, $700 on launch, and then you're gonna give me an Xbox 360 visual, get the fuck out of here. Like, and I love Xbox. I like Microsoft over Sony, but I'm gonna call it what it is. Don't give me garbage. Don't do that. Take that shit back to the lab. Fuck them on the people. The people need to wait their asses until 2022 for yo, step that graphical shit up, because you was talking all this shit about your power. Step it up.
So what about Obsidian? Do you think was it Evolved? Do you think that's going to be a promising game?
There are no such thing as promising games. That's a fairy tale. We all lie to each other and invent this stuff to hype ourselves up. Listen, man, video games are based on immersion, gameplay, and having fun. The gameplay and the immersion determines what level of fun you have, which is the end goal. So you have to judge a game based on what its story is. The Last of Us, I watched the game. I've never played it, but I've watched the game. Game's great and whatnot. But I heard all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my God, something about the story went wrong or some crap. And I'm like, the hell happened? Graphically, the game looks great. Gameplay wise, I thought it was godlike. So I'm like, why is everyone turning their back on the story? And I find out, correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I never played the game before, but I heard they made a transgender kill somebody or some crap like that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? Okay. And right there, a storyline to an already approved and accepted godlike game has already destroyed the game. So it comes down to story. What are you? The medium is about immersing people in a world digitally, right? So how well you do that is how well your game is. So this game Obsidian, I would need to see the story. You know why Cyberpunk's going to be godlike? Because you're living in a Blade Runner future world on some, I forgot this game. It came out for the PS3 or PS4. Something dogs, Mad Dogs, not Mad Dogs.
Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs, yeah. And so it's like a futuristic version of that world, Ghost in the Shell type thing. Now, we don't know the story, but based on the theme and the setting, we have an ideal of how great this game is going to be. That's why we're so amped about it. Same thing. Look at Nintendo. We're going to make another Zelda for our system. They didn't even, it's not even improved graphics. It's you getting, they literally like, nah, we're just going to give you what we gave you in Breath of the Wild. But what's making everyone so hyped about Breath of the Wild too? Yo, is that Ganon? Yo! People just buying it because we don't even know if that's Ganon or not. We want to know, what's the story? What's the realm? Yo, Hyrule's temple, I'm the kingdom sunk under. We just want to know what's going on in the game. So we're buying it for that. We're not buying it because it's graphically powered up or anything like that.
Exactly.
So hopefully for Halo, they got a storyline that's going to make people go, all right, we'll forgive the graphics. But right now, you know, because they toted the power of this system, the graphics is leading the forefront. And it's not a good look for them in the opening right now. It's just not a good look. You got to get your priorities straight, man. What is it going to be? Is it going to be about the game, its graphics and the gameplay? Or are you talking about the power of the system? If you're going to talk about the power of the system, then just focus on the power of the system, man. Stop focusing on the story and all that other stuff, because you got to know what your audience wants. And if people are buying Xbox systems because of the power of the system, they're going to want to see the power. You can't give them some shit like that.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable.
Totally understandable.
So
That shit
G-Rock.
look trash. That's all I know.
So G-Rock. So what do you think your overall? I guess what's your thoughts on what's the future of the Xbox gonna hold? What do you think of all the games that they shown us? Do you think it's gonna hold up in the future, or do you think we're gonna forget about them and some of these games possibly might get axed, like Scalebound? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna cut off anything. I think the big thing, not to undermine what Triforce said, but I know he's a big Nintendo dude. So, like, yeah, I don't think anything Sony or Microsoft are any less about games. I don't think that for anybody. I think everybody has their own people that are into it, that they love it. Of course, they all got their crazy fans, whatever. More importantly, because we don't ever compare, we never compare Nintendo really, or most of us don't compare Nintendo to like PlayStation and Xbox. They don't get that. They don't sit in line with them, bro. So Nintendo kind of gets like that treatment where they kind of get to sit off to the side, and like the PlayStation and Xbox guys let them do what they do. I think the bigger thing is, did you?
Whoa! What do you mean sit off to the side? Nintendo. No, hold on.
Wait. We let you rant. Let us talk. We let you go. Let us talk. What I'm saying is, in terms of what goes on, yes, when we talking blue and green, yeah, we don't. Most people don't include Nintendo. Not saying that that's bad or that you guys don't. That you mean less. That's not what it means. What it means is that they look at it as the blue and green guys because those are the guys that go head to head. No, I'm not saying that they mean less or that you guys' games are worthless. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that that's kind of what the team is. Kind of like the Lakers and the Celtics. Like, doesn't mean the Knicks mean less, or it doesn't mean, let's say, the Sixers mean less. It's the Lakers and the Celtics. That's kind of what they're looking at. So in terms of that, I think all three of them are about games, are about making things work. I think the big thing is delivering for the fan base, and that is something, again, like to Triforce's point, Nintendo, more out of anybody, has definitely figured it out. They have it down to a science. Yes, they know what they need to do. They know what buttons to press to make fans go crazy. Yes, it is not about power. Yes, it is not about what can make the system do a backflip. Nintendo guys don't care about that. Yes, the PlayStation and Xbox guys, because they're wired a little bit differently because of the company. Yes, they do. But I do think, like I said, especially as of this gen, Sony kind of knows a little bit better than they did any other gen beforehand of what buttons to make their fan base flip. Microsoft has to figure that out. I don't think they're going to cancel games because I don't think Phil can go through and take more of that, and I don't think he wants that slander for another 7 years. I think just going forward, he has to, and it's not just him, the Xbox fans have to be more open. They have to learn to enjoy more than just the Halo, blah, 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 blah. And again, they picked up some good studios, so I don't think Avowed will get canceled or anything else like that. I don't, if it comes out and it's bad, it's bad. Nintendo, has proven that they will delay a game as long as they need to make it work. Sony, depending on who it is, like if it's Naughty Dog or Santa Monica, they'll buy them time. Even Sony Ben got a lot of time for Days Gone, and that still came out to be a bug-filled written mess, even though I played it and liked it. But, they have to give that same kind of respect that they did, bro. And like I said, this doesn't happen over time. That's why, it was great that they bought all of these developers. It don't mean nothing, bro, when you just got them. Like, the Xbox making 9 out of 10s and 10 out of 10 games does not happen instantly. So for anybody who kind of thought today was going to be them showing off these ridiculous sets of games, nah, it wasn't happening because it takes time. It took time for Nintendo to become Nintendo. It took time for PlayStation's first party to get to the point where they're at. They'll get there eventually. It'll happen. It just doesn't happen in 2 years. Like, money and power does not equate to talent, like, what Triforce is saying. Talent is its own thing. And once you figure it out and once you get the magic going, you'll be good. They'll get there eventually. So I don't think anybody who's an Xbox fan should worry. And nobody should be backflipping back and forth because I hate when y'all do that shit. If you be Xbox fans for 1 second and we have a bad show, then y'all be wanting to come over to PlayStation side. Kit that.
Oh, what you trying to say? What you trying to say? What you trying to?
I'm not going specifically at you.
I was just playing with you.
I'm just saying, like, it's people like I know that you've seen today. People are like, oh, I'm getting a PS5. Like, bro, you've been hyped for the Xbox the whole time. You can't force change and you can't make change if every time something goes wrong, you dip and go somewhere else. Like, I hate to see you motherfuckers in a relationship. Because, like, damn, the first time, like, something not going right, the communication skills drop, you want to move on to another chick. Nah, that's not how it works, bro. I'm not saying be blind and a blind fanboy or nothing like that. But every time they don't hit a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 show, doesn't mean, okay, well, I'm out of the Xbox game. I hate that point of view, bro. That's just how I feel personally.
We still got to get you on, Amazon. Are you still doing dad duties? What's up, Amazon? Are you with us?
You hear him in the background? Yeah, I'm doing daddy.
Man,
I got some good points.
Oh boy. Like, okay, just speed do it. Like, what you got? Just say it in 10 seconds. what you got,
Pretty
man?
much, I agree with what Alex is saying, G-Rock and Triforce, pretty much. Pretty much they speaking the
They all
same
said
language.
different things.
Yeah.
No.
About
We pretty much said the
about the
same thing.
graphical power, the graphics and stuff. Like they need to fix that overall.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what about you, Alex? What about you, Alex? I know you dying to say something
About Halo?
about the previous discussion about how like Triforce, he made a point, like, how Microsoft, they making it seems that they all about the power, but they not concentrate on the quality of their games on their gameplay. And Nintendo, they not about power. They all about the art style and the quality of their games. And if Microsoft just concentrate on the quality of their games and not just power, then we would probably be in a different story. Probably, people probably would have had a different mindset.
Well, the gameplay of Halo is fine. My problem with the show is the other games they showed had no gameplay. It was all CGI trailers, which is what my issue with the show is. But like Halo's gameplay is absolutely fine. I think it looks fantastic. But the graphics, which they will most likely fix up at the end, will be good, and hopefully it will take advantage of your little Xbox Series X. But right now, I don't know if it's due to COVID.
He said
or
little Xbox Series X.
Xbox.
Your little Xbox.
Dude, it's so confusing with his name.
Huh?
The name is so confusing, dude.
Yeah,
It is.
Xbox Series X. Still don't like that name.
I know. He'd be wondering why to call it the Xbox One X
Yeah,
or some shit.
I find myself calling it the Xbox One Series X sometimes, even though that's longer.
Sex.
Yeah, or the
I think-
Xbox X, I guess. But yeah, it's like they showed so many games that don't have gameplay. I don't know why they bothered showing those games. I don't see
Closest
why you
Xbox
would show a
was-
game that's not going to be out for another 3 years. Like there was no point showing Fable. There was no point showing that new Obsidian game because it was nothing. It was the same, basically to me, anyways. It was the same thing as Nintendo showing Metroid Prime 4. They should have never showed that. That was stupid. Or showing Bayonetta 3 and then not saying anything for 2 years. That was stupid.
Right.
The same thing here with Microsoft. They're showing games that we're not going to see for 2 to 3 years. That's dumb.
Yeah. A real.
Hmm? What's
Yeah.
up?
Emperor said. Emperor said that he was going to chime out because he got to start the screen with the girl.
Oh, okay. Tell him I appreciate him coming by.
All right.
Yeah. That's why he was talking like he had to get a lot of stuff off his chest. So just saying.
Okay.
Oh no, no.
okay,
He not
I
wrong
just
what
wanted
he's
to say,
saying, bro.
sorry about that, guys. Yeah, because I'm over here doing this stream with the girls. We over here trying to represent black women in gaming. You know,
That's good.
Right on.
that type of thing. So I just wanted to say because when the guy he clarified himself with the thing with the Nintendo, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I think we're all on the same page. And for the person who said the thing about Metroid Prime 4 and Bayonetta, exactly. Stop doing that. If you're not ready, man, don't be making them announcements. Don't be, and I don't mean to be vulgar again. Stop cock teasing your audience, and that's what these guys do. They cock tease their audience because they're trying to find something to keep them relevant while competing against their rival. And it's not necessary. There's enough consumers in the world to buy PlayStations, Microsoft Xboxes, and Nintendo systems. Stop trying to be the number one winner. Just make quality products and let the chips fall where they're gonna be. Not every year Sony's gonna win. Not every year Nintendo's gonna win. Not every year Microsoft's gonna win. It'll share itself and whatever. But dudes is greedy. Dudes want to be the industry leader every year round. And like that's not how it works, man. Like all you're gonna do. In fact, that's kind of
Well,
greedy.
to be fair, them competing like that is what drives competition and makes them try to make better games.
No, that's a lie. All of that is a lie, though.
Well, if you look at Microsoft, you can tell they have no interest in being number one, and look at the quality of their games. It suffers.
Yeah, but look, if it's about competition, then it's about making money, right? And clearly, they're not. Microsoft has never turned profit.
I don't think it's about competition, guys. What I think with Microsoft, it's kind of like with Nintendo. They go on their own route. Just like I think the only company that's trying to compete with other people is Sony. They want to compete with Nintendo and Microsoft. Nintendo, they want to go their own route. Microsoft, they want to go their own route by putting all their games on other platforms. I know they tried to do it with Sony, and Sony they had to basically turn them down. And y'all already see that Cuphead and Ori went on the Switch, and what's the other platform game? Lucky's Tales. You got the Minecraft that's everywhere. I think Microsoft they just more about making money than the whole console war
Microsoft
stuff.
is trying to be the Matrix in gaming. Microsoft cannot fail. They have too much money to fail. Nintendo is not. I don't even consider Nintendo a part of the video game industry. Nintendo has ascended to the levels of the gods eons ago. They don't care. That's what happens down here in the video. If the video game industry imploded tomorrow, Nintendo would still live. It has no effect on them. Their fan base is ingrained as a culture into people. As long as children are born in this world, Nintendo will live. So unless humanity stops, Nintendo will go. We will, as adults, we will eventually phase out at some point out of video games. Unless video games remains as a form of digital entertainment for human beings, we will eventually fade out and just like, I don't care about this video game crap or whatever, but children will never do that. Video games although adults play it, video games are originally for children. People, let's
Well-
keep this 100.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, man. I've been hearing that all my life. You know, video
No,
games.
no.
But what are you
It
trying
is.
to say?
Yeah, okay. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm saying
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Adults
Yeah.
are too busy doing
Yeah.
things in life to have time to play video games. We're all older now, right? We
Mm-hmm.
do not have the same love for video games like when we were 10. When we were 10, we
Mm-hmm.
didn't care about school. We didn't care about eating. We didn't care about hanging out with our friends. Some of us didn't care about girls. We didn't care about anything. Nothing mattered. We remember that Nintendo commercial? Eat Mario, sleep Mario, drink Mario, pray Mario. And it's like everything is Mario. It's a Mario Brothers commercial. And it had everything Mario. You literally went to sleep dreaming about the game you just played. You only went to sleep because you wanted to get enough rest so you could get up. You could get up early enough to play the game again. Which one of us does that today? None of us. Like, come on, let's be real.
It depends on your profession. If you just a 9 to 5
Even
person.
as a professional,
Well,
No,
As a
I
professional-
understand what he's
as a
saying. It's not
professional-
possible to have the same passion as an adult that you do as a child for a game.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, to a
I
certain
agree with-
extent. To a certain
You can
extent.
get up in the morning and still want to play a game and be hyped
Yeah.
for it. But the point and for some of us, it's a profession. So we got to
Yeah.
get up and do our job. It's more,
Yeah.
but it's more of a duty than our passion. That's the point I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not the same anymore. It's like anyone. As you get older, your priorities in life or your focuses in life shift. Your love does not disappear, but over time, your love does. I wouldn't say it diminishes. I would say it peaks and then it stops. And then other things in your life supersede it. You still love it. Like, I still love video games. I'll never stop playing video games, but I will never love video games at the level I loved it when I was 10. That's just the reality behind it. Like,
That is true.
I more now want to support my younger generation. I want to support the girls and watch them. I like watching the girls. They're all in their 20s playing video games. I find more of an enjoyment and a love to watch them play video games and have a great, because it reminds me of, man, I used to be just like that when I was a kid.
I'm
and stuff
kind
like that.
of
So
different because yes, I did love enjoying. I enjoyed playing video games when I was a kid, but when I got older and adult, yes, I'm busy. We working, doing this and that. I got a family. I got 3 children. I'm married and all that. But you know, when you was a kid, you always wanted other consoles, but you know, due to the lack of I guess money, my family had all the money growing up. I basically was a Sega kid. I didn't get no Nintendo, so I had to basically go to my friend's house to play Nintendo. I didn't have no, what was the other generation? The TurboGrafx 16. I didn't have that. I didn't have the Atari Jaguar. Like, I wanted to play those type of games, but we didn't have the money. So basically, when I got older, I'm an adult now. I'm 33 years old now, so that's basically got me into retro game. I've been into retro gaming for the past 6 years now. Been collecting, been enjoying the game. Hell, you see behind my back, I got a Nintendo 64 playing. That's the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time playing.
Yes.
So I honestly, I love video games more than ever because a lot of these games I did not have access to when I was a child, and now. My son, on the other hand, he loves it more than me because I introduced him to a lot of these video games. He's been playing a lot of Sega Genesis. He's been playing a lot of Super Nintendo. He's been playing the Xbox. He's been playing. He just asked me a while ago, can he come in the garage? I'm in the garage right now to play the Nintendo 64 because he likes Zelda, and he's been playing the arcade games that's right behind me. I got Final Fight. I got Turtles in Time. I got Marvel Superheroes. Like. That's why I love the enjoyment of it because yes, I do want the younger generation to.
You're making my point though. You're making my point, and
Uh-huh.
the reason why I say you're making my point is
Mhm.
although you love video games. Watch this. If you were a kid, you would not be doing what you're doing right now. When you were a kid, your passion, you'd be like, yo guys, let's wrap this up because I want to get back to playing my video games. You don't have a sit down discussion. You don't.
Yeah.
You just want to play video games. That's it.
That's true.
But the fact that you're having this conversation shows the fact that you have matured and you have changed. Your love for gaming has changed. Your love is still there, the passion is still there, but it has vastly changed to something else. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, we could make it. We could make this a round table then, because I agree with you. It's a good discussion. I agree with you. I want to get more people on. Go ahead.
What I'm doing in gaming is like what I'm doing in gaming. the love is not okay. If I was me, young me, and you said, "Yo, I'm having this roundtable discussion. Let me come in and talk." Nah, man, I'm playing Streets of Rage 4. You just I dead you. I don't care what you. Yo, my man, come in. Nah, B. I got this new game. I gotta play. I wouldn't want to talk to you. I just want to play video games. That's it. It's like your son. Your son's not in there sitting down having this conversation with us. You know why? Your son cannot vibe with us. Like we're on a different plane altogether. You can talk about that. That's nice. He probably in his room playing video games right now while you're having this conversation with us on a stream. So, like I said, I'm not saying our passion has diminished, but the path has changed for us. So the way we love video games is a completely different, and we express our love differently. We don't express our loves through playing video games alone anymore. We express our loves through discussion, engagement, community, camaraderie. We express our love and passion for gaming in multiple ways. When we were younger, we were one-dimensional. We only expressed our love for video games by simply playing them. That's it. Or if, oh my God, I gotta go to school. When you go to school, guess what you do to buy the time until you get home? Lunchtime, yo, Josh, what's up, yo? You got that new Zelda game? You're talking about it. And that's just to buy you time to run home. You come home, make sure you do your homework. Oh my God. You got to run. You do it. Mom, can I play the game now? Yes. Now you in there. It's like crack. It's literally like cocaine. You're on drugs. But we're older now. It's like all them games behind you. You're mature now. You're like, I could go play Final Fight whenever I want. I Final Fight on my Switch in the Capcom bundle pack. I'm not rushing to go play that. But if I was 10, I'd be like Tyrone Biggins. I'd be like, oh, you got that man. Yeah, but anyway.
So
sorry
okay.
about the long rant.
No, you're good. No, you struck a good subject, man. Alex, what do you think about this? Do you think as you got older that your love of video games had declined? Because what do you think? This is a good talking
first
point.
off, I need to get a little toxicity out. So the reason your love of gaming is more now than when you were a kid real is because you were a Sega kid. And
shut your ass up! Hey, shut your ass! Don't you start with me! Don't you start with me! Sega, hey, don't you trash Sega! Shut up! Matter of fact, wait a minute. You love Persona games. Wait a minute. Alex. You love Bayonetta. You love Persona. You love Yakuza, and you got the nerve to talk shit about Sega. You got the nerve to talk about shit about Sega. Didn't they just drop a bomb today? That new Phantasy Star Online game. They just dropped a bomb today. You still talking shit? Shut your ass up. Anyway, give us your intake, Nintendo fanboy.
Is my love of gaming less now than before? I would imagine so, just because like over the years you played so many games, you kind of get jaded. So you played everything, you've done everything. There's not much new stuff anymore. So like, I don't think your love faded.
I don't think your love faded. It just changed to something else because you're here on this talk show talking. You just express your love. Your love doesn't diminish. That's why I said I don't want to use the word diminish. You just express it differently. If your love diminished, you wouldn't be here. You're here because you still love video games. How old are you?
No. I mean, like when you see a game or whatever, you don't get the same feeling as when you're a kid. It's not possible because a kid's mind can't you can't wrap your mind around the concept of a video game when you're younger. So
let me compare that to something, right? And then you can answer the question whether or not it has diminished or it simply has changed.
It's just
right?
different now, yeah.
It's just different because I was going to say, when you meet your girlfriend for the first time, before you married her, you love her a certain way. You marry her for 20 years. Is the love the same way it was when you first met her, or has it, or is it diminished? It didn't diminish. It just changed.
Yeah.
When you first met her, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna tap that ass tonight, and blah blah blah. 20 years later, you've tapped it so many times. You look at her and you're like, let's wait to our anniversary. Nah, I'm only.
Oh damn, that's hell no. Fuck that.
I'm being funny about that. But the point is, you got that. You get so used to it. So now you try to now find new ways to express your love for her. So now it's more like, let's go experience. Let's have sex skydiving. That was random. Why did I say that? But you get my point. Like, you find a new way. The passion and the love is still there. It has not diminished. You just find a new way to express it. Because if you don't, it'll become boring, stale, and old, and then you'll really stop loving it.
No, Desmond. All right, go. You get him, Sierra. Y'all just letting them loose. Shoot. Shut that dog. Get out. Hey. Whatever. Yeah, go ahead, Alex. You still going? Go ahead, Alex.
No, I'm good, I guess.
And let me get going because before I try to railroad you guys, I am 18 minutes late on my end. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. Let me know when y'all want to do that round table on the old school joint when, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, that other conversation we had?
Yeah, let me
Oh,
know when you
yeah.
guys-
I just got to make some time, man. I'm sorry about that. It's just, I've been super busy, dog. But, yeah, everybody been asking about that, but I will let y'all guys know. I will let y'all guys know, for real.
Definitely. We'll talk later, all right?
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, appreciate
later,
you,
man.
All right, bye. All right. Anyway. So let's go ahead. Nick, you look coward. You should have said something. You've been quiet this whole time.
Hey, J-Rock, you good now, man?
Reveal yourself, Nick.
I don't want to
I
ever.
don't ever want to hear
everybody
the words
say-
that I'm a Nintendo fanboy out of your mouth again.
I know, right?
Never want to
nobody
hear
ever
that
say
shit again from you.
that I am not respectful to this fucking podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Nigga, I literally I muted my shit and put my shit down. 'Cause I'm like,
Okay,
let me get the fuck on, bro.
we can just talk about that after the podcast. But yeah,
Well, I'm
Nick.
here, and then we talk about shit right now.
Anyway, Nick, come on. What you think about the conversation we had? What are your thoughts?
Well, if anything, I would say it's not my love for video games that diminished. It's my time. Because you know, I don't have the time to put into it anymore. Like, believe me, if I could, my ass be sitting here playing a game like maybe like 8 to 10 hours a day. But you know, unfortunately, we're all stuck in this loop here where we need money for video games, so we go to work. But then we don't have time for video games because we're at work getting the money for video games. So there's only so much I get out of work, and I have some video game time, and I try to integrate. So me personally, I try to integrate my streaming with my gameplay so I can get some games done, like at least get the backlog done. On my days off, focus on the other games I'm currently interested in. Like I said, right now I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. I want to get that over with. I get to Paper Mario, but it's just the timing of it all is what really gets in the way. Plus, now I have a girlfriend and she wants to talk to me for some reason, so I got to do that too. So
that's all you got?
Basically, like I said, I'm looking forward to some of these games, but I know it's going to be a while. And I said, for me personally, when I look at the new generation and stuff like that, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, I'm at the most part, I'm looking for the games. Like I said, when PS5 was coming out, what are the games coming to it? And Miles Morales, that's another good one. I'm definitely looking forward to the full-on sequel to Spider-Man. God of War. Hopefully they have a new Uncharted game. Although with what's the name of the hell, I'm kind of I'm afraid of that. But we'll see what happens. And so far, if this Ghost of Tsushima game picks up, I would like to see if I like it enough. It'd be cool to see a sequel that come to that too. So
I'm trying to get dirty in here because I mentioned him a while ago. He said he was in the middle of watching it. What's so funny?
I'm laughing at Team Red Discord.
Y'all tripping, man.
That is tripping.
Anyway, let's get past that. Anyway, Amazon, what's your thoughts? I guess we can see it right now. You your father duties.
Yeah.
You don't have much time to play video games because you got all them. You got 20 kids and 3 houses and.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back. I might
We're talking
have
this
to the
far, too.
dog. I'm trying to go back and forth with y'all and make my curl mad and shit. She'll be like, "You paying attention?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh man. But what was the topic? There's just so much going on, man.
Did your love of video games diminish or go down drastically since you was a child?
It has diminished a little bit because, like he was saying, like your priorities change and stuff. Like I have a full family, and I'm dabbing in real estate, but I try to make time for video games. But I don't know. Sometimes it feels like a chore, kind of like not sit down and try to play them. That's why I try to play games like Smash or just something quick, just so I can just hop on and get off. Because my life is so busy now. But I still like video games. Never gonna give them up, but it's definitely changed. Because, like, let's say, like, I can have a day off back to back, and it's like in my mind, I make them like, oh, I'm gonna play this game for X amount of time and do this and that, and it always changes. And that's I'm in my 30s now, and I'm seeing that a lot more and stuff.
That's life, man.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how it is for you because even myself, when I have 2 days off, I'll plan. Okay, I'm gonna play this game from this time to this time. Then all of a sudden, boom! I gotta do this. I gotta do chores. I gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
You have like 25 kids. How the hell do you have time?
Hey, wait till you get your first child, Alex. Matter of fact, how many months is your wife?
You did. I don't want to talk about it on here.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, yeah,
But
whenever,
man, it's
having children, especially babies, man. Y'all see my 2-year-old been popping in here a lot, so
Yeah.
I understand what Amazon go through with all them kids over there. Y'all think I got a lot of kids, but god dang, 10 kids. God, I'm just playing with you. What you got?
One day.
I'm messing with you, man. What you got, about 5, 6?
Nah, I don't. Nah, it's like 5 here.
About 5?
I got
Still,
three,
God,
yeah.
that's still a lot. Jesus, I could barely handle my 3. Oh my goodness.
More so, it's the youngest ones, the 2-year-old and the 4-year-old.
But I guess
They be
one
going
thing,
after
about mine, at least my 13-year-old, she's very mature, so she does help me out a lot. So that's nothing. That's me and my wife. We did thought about having one more, but it's this whole COVID-19 situation. We
kind of cut off.
What'd you say?
I said that me and my wife we thought about getting like another child, but is somebody saying something?
No, go ahead.
Okay, no, I said we did thought about trying to get another one, but with this situation, COVID-19 and other things that we trying to do, we're gonna hold off. Like if things don't go to the way we want in like next couple of years, and we could just be like, nah, it's like that's it. She's gonna get her tubes tied or whatever, and just call it a day or call it a life, whatever.
Tell her before she do all that, do research on getting her tubes tied, because a lot of my wife's friends regret it.
Oh,
They
really?
say it's
It's
painful.
easier for you to get a vasectomy than it's her to get a tube tied.
Yeah,
I heard about
it's
that.
painful for women, and it throws your whole body off.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's dangerous actually, and
I
they can't
got you,
get it
I got you.
undone.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
gotcha.
Where vasectomy, you can get it undone if you need to. Right?
Yeah.
Really? I did not know that. I did not know that. You should.
Yeah, you
I
can.
thought once you get it
It's
clipped,
expensive,
that's
though.
it.
Reverse it, but you can't reverse tube tie.
Yeah.
No, you can reverse tube tied. Like there's 2 different ones. You get them tied, or you get them burned. My mom got hers burned.
Heard of it.
Yeah, my sister-in-law, she got hers tied. So if she ever do want another kid, she could just you can't get them untied. Yeah, I found that out like a couple years ago. Cause
wow.
my wife, she told me that somebody that she knew, like she already had a couple of kids through a previous marriage. But when she, remarried, her new husband wanted a child from her, so she went to the doctor and got her tubes untied, and she got pregnant. So as long as you don't get them burned, that you can still get pregnant. So anyway, Jalen, you've been quiet, man. You've been quiet.
You over there smacking.
What's up, man?
I'm laughing at that.
Huh?
I'm laughing at that Team Red Discord, man.
We'll talk about that afterwards, man. We talk about that
Pull
afterwards,
up
man.
on him when he was here, man.
We will talk.
Right.
We will talk about that after the podcast. Anyway, what is your thoughts? Like Triforce, he brought up a really good subject, man. I like it.
Yeah, he did.
So,
He did.
So, do you think that your love of video games went down since you was a child, or are you playing video games more than ever?
Sort of. You know, like I don't get as hype like jumping for joy every time the next video game, like every time the next big Zelda comes out,
But I do.
something like that like that.
I do.
But don't get me wrong, I still get excited, like I still get pumped for it, but I don't be like I don't be taking my shirt off, get butt naked, and jump around the room like some
Telling
of
me
these
your
niggas.
mouth doesn't go really big and you just go.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No, I don't do none of that shit, okay? Like I get excited, like I do get excited for the new Zelda, I get excited for the new 3D Mario. Basically get excited for the franchise that I love when I
I'll
play
be
as a
right
child.
back, y'all.
All right. Do Zen want to come in?
Huh?
Do Zen
Nigga,
want
come
to?
on, hurry up.
You,
so we get
you
the
and
motherfucking
Zen is
system
cool
going.
now?
Bring him in. When we talk about Xbox, we never had no issues.
Oh, okay.
Bring him in.
All right.
Tell him don't talk about nothing else, boy. I got this
No,
sniper ready.
no. I ain't. We ain't talking about that today. We talking about games, man. We talking
Hold
about.
on, let me send him a link.
I don't want to hear the ER. I don't want to hear none of that in here, man. Get my sniper ready, man.
Okay, man. Y'all
Hunting
tripping.
season, boy.
Y'all tripping with these memes, man. What the fuck, man?
All right, hey, all right, let me fix my
Zero got
guy.
me
Oh,
dying
man, y'all
when he
need to
said
stop
he
with these
was
memes,
like,
man.
Damn it.
What is up with these memes y'all put in that Discord, man?
God damn it, Nick.
Hey, somebody was saying.
I didn't
Somebody,
even notice the long back scratch in the car.
oh, y'all
Fucking
tripping.
Nick.
Y'all tripping. I bet the chat like, what y'all laughing at, man? I want to see.
You're just
Keep the
choose a
podcast
picture
going.
at it.
It's crazy.
Nigga, I got stuff to do. Keep the podcast going. Come on, keep
Oh,
pushing.
oh,
Hey, man, shut
oh,
your
you
ass
got
up.
some ass to eat? Okay.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna eat some ass later.
Hey, do Zen,
But yeah.
do he want to pop in?
I sent him the link, so
All right. Well, if you want to come, that's fine. Did anybody else talked about this subject?
So the love of gaming does not diminish; it does change. I agree on that. Because everybody become adults, you got stuff to do. I mean, some of us, I know some motherfuckers just sit on their ass all day, play video games, you know, collect unemployment, but whatever.
Hey,
but
you trying to say something, man? You trying to say something?
I mean, hey, you took it how you
Hey! Just because I'm sitting my ass down collecting unemployment with the extra $600 a week does not mean that the
you
video
right.
games.
You-
I lost the love of video games. I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
not
I've
saying-
been doing
I'm
this
saying you
when
lost
I was
the will.
working.
I'm just saying you
I think you low key trying to.
Download-
Wait.
download Hangouts, then he'll jump in.
Wait. So I'm not saying you lost your love. I'm just saying, you know, people have other responsibilities when you get older. It is what it is. And in terms of anything else, because I didn't hear it said, any motherfucker that I'm paying for a product does not ascend to the level of godhood over me, my nigga. I didn't hear that. I don't never want to hear nobody ever say that shit again. So don't ever repeat that shit. Nah, nigga, I'm paying for a product. You do not ascend to a level of godhood over me. I don't give a fuck about how much I love you.
We call the Nintendo in.
Like bump that, bruh. Like I wasn't here for that one, but you know, hey, you know, everybody feel different, but I ain't never called another man God, except for Shuhei, 'cause you know he get to fuck my bitch, but you know that's different.
Oh, fucking Nick! You see, fucking Nick. He said a bunch of men sitting around talking about women's reproductive organs. What are we, Republicans? What the fuck, man? Fuck you, Nick. Hey, we got some fathers here, and you know, and we're married, so you know, sometimes we talk about dad stuff, man. It is what it is.
That's all you know how to do, real, is make kids. And that's all you
Fucking
know how to
Alex.
do, is make kids and lose a Street Fighter.
I will not
wait a
say
minute.
wait to E3. I will not say wait to E3.
Wait a
anymore.
minute. I told you to pick up Street Fighter on the Switch. It was cheap, $14. You could have joined us. We played it 2 days in a row, Chris.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Since the Switch has dropped, when have I ever told you I'm going to download a game from Nintendo? I told you in 2017 I will never download a game from
Well,
Nintendo.
you didn't tell me that until today.
If it's, I've told everybody that.
I wasn't aware of it.
From Nintendo, I am not doing it. I don't care what
wasn't
the deal is. And you can give it to me for $5. I'll pay $30 just to have it physically. Nintendo will not fuck me out of my shit again, bro. No, thank you.
It should be only 20 on physical now.
Hey, whatever it is.
Well, you can always catch a sale on GameStop. They be doing that buy 2 get 1 free pre-owned.
Hey, but real quick though, I did want to say this real quick. I didn't hate this shit. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great either, but it just was what it was. I'm about to dip out of here though, cause it's my brother's birthday, so I'm about to turn up this nigga real quick. So y'all have a good night, and then I'm about to go ahead and lay some pipe for my girl. Have a good night for myself.
All right, then. All right.
All right, fellas.
All right. Try not to get shot by the cops.
We were send it to the guys.
All right. Is there anything? Oh, there he is. There goes Zen. What's up, Zen?
What's up?
All right.
I
Long as we
take on this so badly right now.
yeah, I want to hear your thoughts.
About what?
About
Shit.
About
What shit? What can we?
Bro, I
Man, your
wasn't
brother just
watching
left a while ago, man. Your
I was
brother.
over on my own Discord, over on the Xbox Discord. I came over here, but about half an hour ago. And I realized, we're talking about something. I didn't know what it was at first. People saying Triforce. I'm like, Triforce what? And he's like, Triforce, this other. And I'm like, oh, really? On Reel's podcast. So I tuned in. And I tuned in time just before his whole spiel on that nonsense. And I watched as this man said, Nintendo has ascended to the realm of the gods. And all of you cowards were muted. And you let that man say that.
Hey,
To be fair, we were all expecting G-Rock to jump in, man. I thought he was gonna but I don't think he was listening at the time. So
Well,
He stepped away too. Yeah.
if y'all gonna talk shit, let's do that after the podcast. I don't want nobody saying why you say this and that and this. But we all got different opinions. We can talk about that after the podcast.
Anyway. On the matter at hand regarding the Xbox show? Yeah, it was a good show. It was adequate for me at least. It could have hit a higher height, as I said earlier. But for everything that they showed, everything that they promised, yeah, I'm good with that. Actually, there's some of the stuff that I, as everyone else, wish had more gameplay. Some of the stuff I wish I knew more what it was in terms of the gameplay and sort of like the concept of what you're going to be doing as the player in the game. But for the most part, as far as our roadmap is concerned, this is exactly what they needed to do. And even though I don't really engage too much in the back and forth in other forums, for engaging back and forth here in Team Red, but in other forums and so forth regarding like the fanboy wars or the console wars or whatever, it was a zero-sum situation for Xbox, because on one hand, if they did what you wanted them to do, what anyone wanted them to do, which was to come in there and show gameplay and solid progress for the games that they did have that were at that stage, then what would be the talk at that time? Oh, well, they don't have a roadmap. Why you buy all these studios for? What's going on? What are these people doing? Blah, 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 blah. Xbox has no games. You know the memes. So they came in there and they did exactly what anyone would do, given that preset, given that situation. They came in there and they essentially did the Sony. They're like, okay, look, none of this you're going to be playing. Most of this you're not going to be playing for 2 to 3 years, maybe even 4 in the extreme case. But we are going to show you what's coming because we want to make sure that there's a reason why you either A, invest in this console, or B, invest in our Game Pass. So that's pretty much it. They're selling a product. And you don't sell a car when you're refusing to show the car. Like, it's under a tarp. It's like, yeah, there's a car under that tarp. I promise you, it's car-shaped and everything, but I'm not going to show you the car. I just need you to jump out the money, buy the car, and you get to see what the car is. The model, the make, everything. The mileage. So you don't do that. You have to show people what's coming. And unfortunately, as a gamer, it's unfortunate and very annoying that a lot of it wasn't in a shape or at a stage where we can actually see gameplay for it. But a lot of it is indeed promising, and it shows that they're doing something, and that the narrative that they don't have games is gone.
Alex, stop, man, with these memes, man. Stop it, dude. Stop it.
What is this clown doing now?
Dude, just okay. Y'all out of control with these memes, man.
Have you seen him? No, you have.
Dude, man, y'all tripping, dog.
This picture is going to become the new Bug Snacks picture. Like, this is the new Bug Snacks picture, honestly. It's going to be everywhere. it's going to be everywhere.
Oh, man.
CBS his name, Nintendo the Gods.
Nintendo Gods.
Oh my God.
Jesus, man.
Y'all
tripping,
is
dog.
freaking wild.
Okay. I like Halo. Halo Infinite looks like a good game, but god dang, man, y'all just tripping, dog. Y'all is tripping.
Fucking Alex.
Y'all these console wars, man. See, that's exactly what Tropical was saying. Y'all too busy these console wars, man.
Oh shit! I didn't see the box art one. Oh shit!
And yeah, y'all, you know what, we talk about that later, but god dang, man. Y'all remind me a lot, and it's scary, Zen. It is so scary. But yeah, we talk about that later. But anyway, so what was the what game should have been left out the conference? What's your thoughts?
My opinion, left out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what the catch-22 here is pretty much what you leave anything, and they did leave things out because 9 of the 15 showed, and I guess the others didn't. So they're holding stuff back. It's this stupid back and forth cat and mouse game that Xbox and PlayStation are playing right now. Neither one wants to show price. Neither one wants to tell release date. Neither one wants to use all their shots because they're only counterpunching. Next month, I guess, Sony's gonna have a state of play or something to that extent. So will Xbox, and they're just gonna keep doing this until they absolutely have to talk. And I believe the reason is very simple. Neither one of them wants to re-experience what they did before in terms of, they had a rough PS3 generation, and Xbox is just coming off of a rough generation this time. And that's mostly because whatever you do and whatever you say and your message, your tone at the beginning of the generation sort of sets the pace for the rest of the generation. And it really doesn't matter what you do or what you fix or what you rectify halfway through or years into the generation. That initial reaction that people have, that impulse reaction, is what's going to stay with you for the rest of the generation. So they want to make sure that they get their messaging perfect. They don't want to be the guy that, didn't get this right or didn't get that right or had a message that seemed inferior to their natural competitors. So that's what's going on. As far as games are concerned, I wouldn't leave any of it out. I would have put more in, but then you always have to consider what I just said there. So it's a catch-22. You really can't win.
Okay, anybody else got something to say? What about you, Nick?
I already said my part on this.
Okay. Okay. So, anybody else? Alex?
About keeping games back? Yeah.
I don't think he's there.
So, okay. So, do y'all think overall that Microsoft is holding their console back, the Series X, since they are launching a lot of these games on the previous platforms? Do y'all think so? Since we saw the graphical fidelities of Halo Infinite.
Yes and no. No, because it doesn't even really matter in that perspective. I'm not the PC guy in here. You got 2 of them in here. So, that's a question more left to them. So, 3.
Damn, Alex,
3.
stop, man.
I always ignore Nick for some reason. Yeah, 3.
Alex, stop it, dude. Stop. Dude. Alex, pay attention to the podcast, dude. Dude, stop, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, man. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Alex.
Wow. I'm actually saving some of these. These are good.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that.
Alex,
Yeah.
where do you find these memes at?
Y'all know we getting these memes at.
Like I said earlier, Halo Infinite's gonna look great with my 3080 and 240 hertz monitor.
Yeah. So it's a good thing you bring that up, right? So let me just finish what I was saying. So people will naturally say the original Xbox One, which you can play Halo Infinite on in November or whenever it comes out, is gonna hold back the Series X version. And I'm like, that is nonsense. That is actual nonsense. And Phil has said as much. A lot of developers have said as much, and every PC guy in this room, worth their salt, will agree that entire concept is nonsense. Because we have some people in here who have the highest rigs imaginable in terms of the specifications in their rigs and the things that they can do with them. But then on the opposite side of that, you have people who are still running, 2013 or before earlier hardware in their PCs. But they still play games. They play them badly, they play them horribly, and there's no doubt about that. Like, they run like crap. But they're not gated off and told, oh, well, you need to get this or that in order to play this game, even at a minimum. Sometimes there's a minimum gate, sometimes, but really. You can still play the games if you absolutely want to. You can make them run, you just need to lower certain settings in order to do so. So people need to view the original Xbox One, the VCR, which some people still have, and that is amazing to me.
I actually have that one.
Again, that is amazing to me. Right, but you have a PC, so you're fine. You can run that. You can run those games on that old VCR. That's like the potato PC. Then you have the S, which is like the midline, or the X, which is like the midline. Then you're gonna have the Series X, which is like your highline stuff. So looking at it that way, you can see it's very similar to PC architecture, very similar to the PC space. None of y'all ever had to buy PC2, and I know that's the joke. So, honestly speaking, the whole Xbox One is holding stuff back. It screams to me that these people who are saying these things don't really understand PC gaming, because if they did, then they would apply the same logic to consoles, which is exactly what a console is. It's a closed PC. That's it. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's all you got off your chest. So any other games besides Halo that wowed you? Even though they didn't give us many gameplay footage, in which I am disappointed. But is there any games that we got the CGI trailers that is going to be a good game, just based on the CGI trailers?
Just based on the CGI trailers, I'd have to say that the one that stood out most to me, that told me the most about what it's going to be, is going to be Avowed. That's okay. Obsidian Games game. It feels like a year now. We've been speculating on what their other game was. We knew they were doing Outer Worlds. We knew they were doing Grounded. But we were always told that there's this other AAA RPG game that's the one that they were really acquired for. Like, when Phil saw them, like, this is the one that's, made him sign that check. So we finally know what it is. We unfortunately did not see gameplay, but we know now what they're going for. Obsidian is quite literally attempting to be a first-party Bethesda. Like, we've already gotten the Fallout replacement. Now we've gotten the Elder Scrolls replacement. I mean, you saw it. You saw the sword. You saw the runes on the sword. The other hand was like, it was first person first to begin. The other hand was some sort of enchantment or magic. So you can clearly see what they're going for. The concept was easy to understand. Opposite of that, I would say, is Everwild, which we've now seen twice. And the concept of what you do in that game as the gamer still isn't understood. So, I mean, Alex just posted something in Team Red that really had me head scratching, but we'll get to that afterwards. But I don't even know what you do in that game anymore. I don't know what you do in Everwild. It looks amazing. The art style is...
I'm guessing it's Sea of Thieves on land.
Maybe. And I'd be fine with that, because I like Sea of Thieves. Full disclosure.
You say you want to call it land.
But I don't know what you do in that game. I mean, like, they keep showing these beautiful, absolutely remarkable visuals in terms of art style, tone, direction, the music, the mood, the feeling, everything is there. I just feel as if by now, having revealed this at EXO last year, and this is the second showing almost a year later, that by now we'd have a concept of play. What am I doing in this game as a player? Because I don't know. And hell, they might know either. But again, we'll get to that later.
Oh, okay. Boy, y'all toxic in here. Jesus Christ. All right. Questions, people. Get some questions. Questions. Y'all tripping. Yeah, let's get some questions in the chat. Anybody in the panel got any questions? Just whatever.
Oh my god.
It's so
chat.
funny now. Alex, where you getting this shit from, dude? Alex,
Oh wow.
where you?
He's Optimus Prime.
Bro,
right?
man, where are you getting this shit from, dude?
Wow.
Alex, I know you ain't got this much time making these memes, man. What are you getting them
Nah,
from?
he ain't making them. He's getting them.
He's
from
getting it
that.
from somebody.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is amazing. I'm saving this. That is amazing.
Okay. Any questions, people? Let me see. Tayshawn said, question real. When will Sega send from the heavens to give us Jesus Christ and give us a brand new console? I don't know, man. Hey, as long as we get good games like Yakuza, Bayonetta, Persona, I'm good, man. And we didn't talk about that. What's
Gods.
Phantasy Star Online? We didn't talk about that. Like, y'all didn't see how beautiful that game looks, man. That was a good looking game.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's the same one that's already on Windows 10 right now. It says Phantasy Star 2. I saw the trailer.
I don't know.
It's the same game.
I never seen Phantasy Star look that polished before. That was like in-game footage. That looks like a
that's a different one.
that looks
It
like
might
a-
be a spin-off from
it
it.
looks like a remade game. Cause I played the one that they put on Xbox Game Pass. It looked nothing like that, dude. That's a remade game, dude. I don't know what y'all think about it, but I think that's a remade game.
What are we talking about? Fantasy Star?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it's not a sequel. It's sort of like a new expansion to the original Fantasy Star 2, but it's coming with a graphical update. That's what you saw.
I don't know, something like that.
I like that series.
That's a massive upgrade. Like, damn, that was beautiful. I was getting some Xenoblade, vibes coming
Looks
from
like
that.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I was getting some vibes from that. So okay, you gonna play it since you like Xenoblade Chronicles X?
No, it's from Sega.
Oh
It's
boy.
one of those MMO games. I don't give a shit about MMOs.
Okay.
Peach got a question. She asks, when I'll be joining in Street Fighter. Do you have the game?
You have to buy the game.
Peach, well, she got you. You her man, ain't?
I was just about to say that quick. I think that question is towards you, Nick.
Yeah, that's towards you. I think she's trying to say something.
Where the hell is my Street Fighter? Nick?
Right. Nick.
I'm on.
Any more questions, people? We ain't got too many questions today.
I guess not. Watch when we're about to end, and all of a sudden a lot of questions start popping up.
Yeah, it's all good. Zen needs to be on the podcast some more. Well, that's up to him.
Gaming podcast.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you talking about yeah. I was talking to somebody.
Hey, it's like this. When we talk about Xbox, me and Zen, we cool. The other stuff, man, we gotta leave the other stuff alone, man. That's all I gotta say.
Please, please,
We
please,
gotta
please.
leave the other stuff alone, man. We talk about video games, we're good.
Like just squash it, man. Just squash that shit, and don't ever break it up.
Yeah, preferred.
I'm good, man. I ain't
Somebody
tripping.
said it. It's a Blood and Crips truce. I'm
Who
just
said
reading
that?
that now.
Wow, Blood and Crips. Wow.
Real Nick has been ignoring me. God damn.
Damn, Nick, stop ignoring your girlfriend. Damn it,
Damn.
you're a bad man. You know that? You ain't a man. You're a boy. You're a bad boy. That's not gonna gay.
Call him a bad boy.
Naughty Nick, man. Naughty Nick.
Fucking Nick.
Can't hear a woman, Nick.
Question: Xbox not extended because they gave us trash quality.
Damn.
Damn. How you want to respond to that, Zen?
I won't. I have more respect for myself than that.
Oh, damn. Wow. But we got CFDs, man. Wow. Damn. Anybody besides Tayshawn and Peach asking questions?
No, people just nah. It was a bunch of Asher going on today, so that was going on.
Okay. Well, if we don't get enough questions the next couple minutes, we're just gonna call it a night. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we close? Anything get off your mind? Has anybody been playing Ghost of Tsushima, Mario? What's up?
I've been playing Ghost.
I literally finished Paper Mario before coming to this podcast.
How was it?
It's a very good game, except for the battle system, which is terrible and a mistake.
Yeah, I don't like that battle system, man.
It does not get any better.
Oh, really?
The only saving grace is later on, once you collect more toads, you can just literally pay the toads to do it for you.
Oh, yeah, I did not like that. Like, what in the world is this shit? Yeah, that's
I
It
mean,
really helps you get through the game faster. So I started abusing the shit out of that once I had a lot of coins.
Hey, I will say that this Paper Mario game is a slow, tiny bit step to the right, to the
Everything
right.
else is good. Like the writing is good, the puzzles are good. The game is obviously very beautiful, a lot of collectibles, shit like that. It's just the battle system that's not good.
Gosh.
Everything
Yeah,
else
yeah. I said that the game is a nice looking game. Nintendo, they make really pretty games, man. It might not be stuck on that realism, teraflop type of shit, but when it comes to their homegrown first party games, man, they make sure they polish their games.
I prefer nice art style over realistic anyways.
Me too. Yeah, they don't need to get
You
into
expect
it.
the games crafted from the gods themselves. And just,
That is true.
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
So what about Ghost of Tsushima? You said you've been playing that a lot, Nick. What you think about that?
So far, I'm enjoying it. I just gotta learn to be patient because you can get jumped and die really quickly. So
Is it
You
as
got
hard?
like-
Oh, did you play Sekiro? Or I'm not sure if you did.
no, so I don't think it's gonna be as hard as those games. I'm pretty sure it's a easier level.
Most
than-
people say it's easier than Sekiro.
Whew, thank you.
Yeah, it's not
Man.
a difficult game at all. I mean, it's just like I'm still early in, so I'm like still pretty low.
Probably don't have
level.
enough abilities yet.
Yeah, I mean, you can expand your health. You can like get
Yeah.
other things. So I'm still like in the pretty much beginning stages. But so far from what I'm playing, I like it, and I actually switched it to Japanese voices. So
Good.
I think
you play
Yakuza
that
got
shit
me
in
more-
English.
Yakuza got me more on the
You gotta play in Japanese. That's the real
playing
thing.
in Japanese.
Yeah, because the voices actually matches the face.
Actually, weirdly, the voices match the English one.
Really?
Yeah, that's how the lips are synced to the English voice for some reason.
Oh.
Is what I
Okay.
read online. I don't know for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but well, most of the talking is done like when you're like walking. Like you'll
So
be
you
like
don't notice
two
anyways.
characters, like, you're walking with another character to go do a mission, and like they're just like having banter between them. And you don't really see their faces or anything like that.
Okay. Anybody else been playing on Ghost of Tsushima or Paper Mario? I played a little bit of Paper Mario. I had went to the first boss. Yeah, I'm almost at the first boss. Man, it's kind of hard to play games dealing with my kids, man. My wife, she be at work, I'm home with the kids. You would think I had a lot of time to myself to play games, but no. Chasing
I don't want to hear it. You was
chasing
talking
my
about me
chase,
earlier.
I'm chasing my 2-year-old all day.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting on my 9-year-old. I'm getting on my 13-year-old because the house ain't staying clean. They complaining all day.
God,
they
that's the biggest thing.
eating me up out of the house and home. I literally spent $200 last week on groceries. I spent $250 yesterday on groceries. I'm like, oh my freaking gosh, y'all eat too goddamn much. Jesus.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, they eating me out of a house and home, man. It's not like they.
$264.
Huh? What business is that of you? I don't understand.
No, I'm saying you bought a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
too.
So why does that concern you, sir? I'm just asking.
Maybe speak about that Street Fighter 5 earlier when you was like, y'all think I got money? I'm like,
I know,
the
right?
game is $30. You
Then
can
he
buy
chose
it
a
at
$200
$64.
Man, y'all be pocket. Man, I
Set,
swear.
which, okay, a weight set's a good purchase, so I'm not going to talk shit about that.
Y'all are a pocket watcher, man. Y'all I can't do nothing without y'all complaining about me. Oh, you got money to do this, you ain't got money to do that. You ain't got no money to buy Street Fighter 5.
Hey, that's the first thing I said about it.
Hey, real.
That's real.
You could keep all that stuff to yourself. You come into the Discord and you boast about all this stuff. You coming in fanning money and all this. I don't want to hear it.
So when was the last time have I fanned money? When was the last time I fanned money? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, sure. You forgot. All right.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all richer than me. I don't have no money. I'm poor.
Let's see, 3 arcade machines.
Oh, there you go again. You pocket watching. Oh man.
I'm not pocket watching. Video, you got it.
Damn,
Man, he
man.
got 3 arcades behind him. He got all that system collection that's sitting on the shelf behind you.
I don't know what you're talking about. God dang, man.
I bet you tomorrow you see him with a new Dreamcast and like 20 more Dreamcast games. Watch.
No. I found a person that actually make repros for really cheap. So I'm gonna get. I got your games that cost $200. I get them 20.
Wow, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's way better.
Yeah, I know some of y'all do collect older stuff. Y'all, if y'all want the website, give me the
I
website.
gotta get that action replay though if I want to start doing that.
Oh yeah, especially for the Saturn, man, because Saturn it is so hard to emulate. You gotta play burnt games on there. Panzer Dragoon Saga, he sell his for $40, and of course online it's $1,000 if you want to. If you want to get it. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to get too deep into retro stuff. I know Alex, you don't like retro stuff.
Huh?
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 Huh? Huh?
Huh?
So is there any more? Yeah,
Yeah, money.
Wait a minute.
Well, don't you got a game here?
From when I was a kid.
I thought you hate Sega. What you doing with a Game Gear if you hate Sega, man? Let me have it.
No.
He said no.
Nope. But why do you want to keep something that you hate?
What am I gonna do with it?
Okay, just ship it to me.
Alex, this is what you do. You take a picture. You take a picture of it with you holding the Game Gear and the lighter, and tag real. They said, "This is what I'm going to do with it."
No. That is okay.
Should
Anyway.
tell them to buy you a 2080.
Good idea, right? Good idea.
Alright, here's a fresh one. I made this one. This is homegrown.
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy.
Huh? What?
No.
What happened?
Let's see.
Oh my God!
Forget about it. Oh Lord.
Oh wow! Damn!
Oh my goodness.
Insane.
Wow! That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, man.
All right, look. Let me look to get out of here. Get that gears going because we got people getting all mad that
Oh
we're
yeah,
taking long to get the gears here.
Oh, okay. So I guess we out of questions. We got no more questions. So I guess we're gonna get up out of here.
Right, so I'll be sitting it out.
Okay. All right.
You ain't playing Gears, Nick?
Huh?
You're not playing Gears?
I think Bear and what's the other girl that wants to play too? I think they're playing. So
Isn't it just a mirror?
Anyway.
Hello?
Bear's not
Anyway.
playing. Asking if he has plans, so I think he wants to play.
I guess we went over a limit. We over 2 hours. We about to approach the fuckboy hour, so I guess we go. Y'all good up out of here. It has been a nice episode of the Real Talk Podcast. We had some, individuals on here. We, learned some stuff. We had some, decent folks, man. Triforce, he came on, gave us this knowledge, man, and I appreciate him coming on the show. I appreciate Zen coming on the show. Appreciate everybody, the usual Real Talk Podcast gang. I tried to get Dirty to come, but I guess he was busy watching the presentation himself, so hopefully next week I can get his thoughts and opinions about the Xbox Showcase. So overall, I liked it. I wasn't too overly excited. They still got some work that needs to be done. Halo definitely needs some polishing on the game. But like I said, overall it was a good show. Sony was better. That's all I got to say. And I guess let's get up out of here, get the outros out the way, and start with you, Alex.
All right. What's going on, everyone? Alex Prom here is another episode of Real Talk Podcast. Xbox show, kind of a letdown. Again, Xbox unfortunately hyped it up a little too much and didn't deliver on the gameplay, which is weird because they got roasted for not doing gameplay and then said they understood that was the problem. They're going to fix that, but they did not. But Halo looks fire. Halo's amazing. Even though the memes are funny as shit, that game's going to be awesome. The rest of those games, until I see gameplay, and I just don't care. And they're probably like 3 to 4 years out anyway, so that sucks, unfortunately. But Halo, baby!
I'm still excited over Halo. It's still going to be a good game.
Yeah, Halo's going to be my game of the year. I just think these memes are funny, that's all.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go with you, Nick.
All right, so thank you for once again joining us for this emergency podcast.
No, it's not an emergency podcast.
No.
Is that it?
But anyway, thanks for joining us. Decent Xbox show. At least games are coming, just don't know when. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. Hopefully, more games will get revealed this time around, and hopefully they come up with a fucking price soon. So, thanks for joining us. And remember that Nintendo is made by the gods themselves. So,
start that shit. Hey, you and Triforce get along because y'all, he's a really big Nintendo fanboy, and you're a big fanboy yourself. So y'all can get along.
Word.
Word.
Anyway, let's go to Jalen.
All right, this is your boy Jalen. As we have a good time on this podcast, a lot of fuckboy interrupting going on this podcast, but
Whoa! You trying to say it's a lot of toxicity? And...
a lot of interrupting going on this podcast. Somebody won't let somebody.
That's after the podcast. After the podcast.
but all in all, this podcast was great. I had a lot of fun, and I will see y'all next week.
All right, go to you, Amazu.
Or next Thursday, not next week.
You there, Amazu? I guess he's done with the kids. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yo, what up, y'all? This your boy Amazon. This was a great podcast. Can't wait to do it next time. Maybe I'll get some more input in. My little guy over here let me get on.
Nintendo wing. The fuck, Nick?
Nintendo.
That's right.
All right. Last but not least, go to Zen.
All right, people. It's been nice. My half an hour on here. Had a good show today. A lot of nonsense online. A lot of ridiculous expectations, but they did not hit it out of the park as everybody expected. So I guess some of it is fair. So it is what it is on that front. Been nice.
All right, cool. It was a cool show. Like I say, Microsoft, they still got some work to do if they actually want to compete with Sony. But like I say, they still got some good games coming. They just need to be up front when these games coming out. Be up front with the gameplay mechanics. Be up front with with Halo being basically an Xbox One port. They just need to be up front with. Let's be real. But I guess like I say, I don't even know if I want to say sad. I'm not overly satisfied. It was cool, but I'm not satisfied because I feel Microsoft, they had so much to lose, and they was under the microscope based on what they gave us this whole generation. But it is what it is. Hopefully, we get some more announcements like they said, and I guess after that, like I said, I appreciate you guys coming. Oh yeah. Before we go, yes, if you did not come to my game nights, I started this last Monday and Tuesday. So we played some Mario Kart, we played some Street Fighter, we played some Smash Brothers, and so who is this that just came in? Who is this just came in?
Who the hell do you think it is, man? It's the
Oh,
voice
we
from
about to get
past.
the really, bro. We about to leave. You literally came to the
Hey, my bad,
podcast.
sorry, I was just finishing out of the fucking roundtable podcast, man. I'm
Dude,
sorry, guys. I'm
I'm
sorry.
literally about to say, y'all have a good day. And you just came in and interrupted us. Wow.
Damn it, bro. Y'all have a good one.
Son of a bitch. Whatever, man. So anyway, I appreciate everybody coming. We will see y'all on the next ride. Peace.
Later.
All right.
Fucking bear.